there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and it's time for new comic book day, or at least new comic book day for me. I've got my tea in my Los Pojos Hermanos mug. I'm gonna have to start watching. I started watching Better Call Saul, and then quit watching it. I need to get back to watching it because clearly there's a lot more. There's a lot more of this in there, maybe. Some Gus back. Anyway, we're here to talk comics, not TV. My comic poll, a slow, mild 16 issues this week after 2 weeks, once again, of having a crazy amount of books. Looks like we got a bunch of ads in here. Stuff for cable. Not interested. Spider-Man, Spectacular Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Spectacular Spider-Man #1. I was going to get this, but have since changed my mind. I'm a bit anxious about the whole legacy thing. Where does this lead into that? Is it going to cut short or whatever? Edge of the Venomverse. Do you care about all this stupid garbage I get in my thing? So, Marvel Insider. Join the Insider and get 50,000 bonus points. Plus exclusive Marvel game rewards. My unique code to unlock sign-up bonus and in-game awards. So if you can use that right there, be my guest, because I'm going to throw it away. There you go. Comic Book Defender thing, of course. A little mini poster ad for a Luke Cage. Sweet Christmas. And some Rocket and Groot. And let's get to the comics. First up is The Damned. I just called it Damned. Oh, no, it is The Damned. Ill-Gotten. This is from Cullen Bunn and Brian Hurt. Bill Crabtree, the geniuses behind The Sixth Gun. They actually did a miniseries, The Damned, from Oni Press a while ago. I still have to get that trade. I neglected to get it. I don't figure I'm going to need it. Jump in on this. The Damned, it has to do with devils and intrigue and gangsters, I believe. Either set in the 20s or set in the 30s. I'm super excited. It's $1, folks. $1. Did you buy it? If you didn't buy it, you were silly. These are always great books. Get on it. If it doesn't blow you away the first issue, by issue 2 or 3, you're going to be hooked. Just some great guys. I'm just looking to see how much I paid for it. I paid 50 cents. So, super excited to be reading The Damned. Great to have a book back by that team of creators. I just think they work really well together. They understand what each other are doing and whatnot. So, always appreciate that. Baltimore, the Red Kingdom. This is issue 4 of 5. The Red King is possibly getting his power, his real power. He's kind of been trapped in a human body and has been pretty upset over the fact that he doesn't have this great power, but he's gone to the Vatican, I think, and is getting power there. So it'll be really interesting to see what all goes on in the penultimate issue of Baltimore, the Red Kingdom, and what happens after that. I have no idea. Blood Blister, issue number 2. Issue number 1 was not all that great. I love that cover. So I'm hoping. Tony Harris is a great artist. Phil Hester, I think, tells good stories. Just to hit the right notes. I'm hoping issue 2 is better. There's clearly some delaying going on because, like, issue number 3, I think I just got an email telling me that it had been canceled and will be resolicited later for me to order in the next coming months. So something going on with that as far as that goes. Not sure exactly what. Helena Crash. This is issue number 3. Running our illegal coffee and all that kind of great stuff. Helena is engaged with a white zombie right now, and the white zombies throng of gangsters, and who knows what's going to happen. It's been tons of fun. Just really like it. I mean, it's just its own kind of interesting artwork, a relatively simple story, just kind of cool. Just has a really cool vibe to it. Savage Things, issue number 3, I believe, right? Yes, issue number 3. Let's see what goes on. New York is under siege, and our main hero, who is a psychopathic killer in and of himself, he just has, well, I guess you can't call him a psychopathic killer, right? Because he has some sort of moral code or ethics in some way or another, is being unleashed upon the other psychopaths that are there. These government trained mass murderers who basically weren't of use anymore. They were kind of something they needed to get rid of. They did a drone strike on them in the Middle East and were not successful in killing them off. And so now they're going to wreak revenge on America for breeding them and then basically screwing them. So, yeah. Could be some fun stuff going on there. Let's see. Shipwreck, issue number 4. Super stoked to have this book back. This is a Phil Hester drawn book. Brilliantly drawn. Warren Ellis's words. Just some really, really great stuff. Look at that. We see the bandage under there. This crazy spiral. It's just really, really intriguing story about this guy who did like a time jump, dimension jump sort of a thing. And is he back home? Is he someplace else? What exactly is going on? It's just been really, really good. Really great stuff. Next up, we have Hawkeye. This is issue number 6. I have been absolutely loving Hawkeye. I keep saying it that Kelly Thompson does a great job of capturing Kate Bishop and all of her greatness. This is another issue that has Jessica Jones in it, which has been a lot of fun also. And so, yeah, I'm just really kind of excited to get to read this. It's been really, 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 really fun. Really great book. Very, very, very much enjoying it. Hoping nothing happens to it in this whole legacy thing that's coming. Since how, I don't know exactly how it's going to pan out for that character. They go back to a regular Hawkeye book and suddenly she doesn't exist anymore, or what? I would hope not. It's been a brilliant book, and they should just let these people keep cranking out a great, great book. And sorry if I keep fiddling with my nose. Allergies are still driving me crazy. So, yeah. Paper Girls. Paper Girl. Issue number 14. Some good-looking stuff there. Great cover. Super exciting what's going on in it. Lots of action right now. We've got some new players in the book besides our Paper Girls. They've been kind of separated into 2 groups. So they're kind of exploring what's going on with them, trying to find ways to get home and deal with this other dimensional entity group that's coming after them. We see some stuff that may have to do with how this whole kind of craziness got started in the first place. Really excited to see how that all works. Really, really been enjoying Paper Girls a lot. Nightwing, issue number 20 already. Part of the Nightwing Must Die. We're back fighting pigs, Daltrons. See how that all works out. Dr. Hurt is in this also. A villain that comes from the Grant Morrison run of Batman and Robin. So yeah, be curious to see what goes on with this. I'm really starting to get on the fence about Nightwing. The double shipping makes me less excited about it. I really feel like I'd be having fun with this book if it was monthly. But we'll see. We'll see exactly how it pans out. Issue number 11, The Flintstones. I don't have the alligator cover. I know a lot of people have like an alligator cover. My cover, at any rate. I believe issue 12 is the final issue. Super excited to read this. Always a great book. Just some brilliant stuff. Thank you, Sergeant America, for really, hitting home, and Rez Reads for commenting on this and talking about the book and getting me to pick it up, because it's just been really, really smart, really great book. Brilliantly subversive socially in a lot of ways, and just lots of good fun. A book that's been this entire time. This is number 5 of 6 of The Fall and Rise of Captain Atom. It'll go on the bottom of my pile. I'll get to it at some point. It's not horrible, but I don't know. It has not been. It's a very dry read and very early 80s kind of a lots of text sort of a thing. It's not that I don't like reading, love reading, but all those boxes have to have value in it. And these older books like this, lots of times it doesn't feel like they have value. It's a different style of writing kind of thing. So not too excited by it. Faith, issue number 11. Very much looking forward to this. Looks like she's going to engage the Faithless, a crew of villains that she has encountered over her adventures between the miniseries before the ongoing and the ongoing. Very much looking forward to it. Jody Hazard has really does a great job with this. It's just a really kind of a fun superhero book that just is it has serious moments, but it's just kind of a joy to read. It's a feel-good superhero book. Really like it. And then we've got The Ever After from the Pages of Fable. This is issue number 9. Starting a new story arc, I believe. I do not know who these characters are. I think that's Bo Peep there, but I don't know who the other character is. And we'll see what's going on. We've had some kind of one-shot stories, and now I think we get a full another arc. So looking forward to seeing what's up with that. I wasn't really sold on the whole Forever After to start out with, but I am, by the end of it, I've been really digging it. So I'm definitely digging it now. So been some good stuff. Another Marvel book, issue number 1 of Black Bolt. Super excited by this, if nothing else, really, because Kristen Ward is doing the all the art on it, and Kristen Ward currently, the other thing that people might know him from is the Odyssey, just Infinite Vacation, some of that sort of stuff. Just a really brilliant artist that has his own style of dealing and handling things and whatnot. So I'm really excited to see him do Black Bolt, especially Black Bolt himself isn't a lot of color. How does that all pan out and whatnot? And I'm also really curious because, anytime it's a solo story of Black Bolt who does not talk, or if he talks, it devastates everything around him. So I'm really curious to see how this story will be told. So I'm excited for that. Really digging this cover because I think Black Bolt might be in jail. And so the stripes across his face being like jail bars is kind of interesting. So yeah, very much looking forward to that. Excited for that Marvel book for sure. And then of course the next issue of The Button, part 3, issue 22 of Batman. Yet here we got another scene of murdered Waynes, except this time it is Bruce and Martha with Thomas Wayne there from the Flashpoint stuff. Except this isn't right. This isn't right via the Flashpoint either, if that's what's on the cover, because the Flashpoint, Martha does not get gunned down, or she doesn't die anyway. Can't remember if she gets gunned down, but I know she doesn't die. So, curious to see what it is. I haven't been too excited by this whole Button thing. Not sold at all. Be some good artwork in it, though. I would hope Jason Fabok doing the artwork on it. And finally this week, it is more of the Black Dawn Superman, issue 22. Go check out Carla's Infanta's Superman 101, Superman Rebirth 101, to get an idea, if you haven't been paying attention to all the Superman stuff, to get a sense of what's going on with Superman. Now I know this is kind of a melding of a lot of Superman to make this Superman. Haven't been digging it as much. I'm now kudos to the writers and creators of the book for making him different, because clearly he's supposed to be different. I liked the Rebirth Superman. I liked that Superman coming back. I liked kind of how he was. I liked his approach to stuff. I liked his interaction with John. It's now not exactly the same, so we'll see. If I can't capture something soon, I will start to get the same feelings about Superman that I used to in the past, and may start peeling off Superman books. But we'll see. I don't hate it. It's just different, and I have to decide whether that's a different that I can learn to like and enjoy, or if it's different that is enough different that's bugs me often enough every time I read it that I don't enjoy it, because every time I read it I go, oh, it bugs me, and I have to have this conversation about it. So we'll see. That's it. That's my books. Comic Roundtable this week, I am sure. I will have my comics read, probably talk about most of them, if not all of them. Hope to see you then. Saturday, used to say 6:30 Pacific, but let's be real, it's more likely 6:45, pushing 7 o'clock, realistically, before we end up firing the camera up, it seems like, before we all get organized and we're all there and ready to do the show. So, not like clockwork, but we will be here, and we'll have some fun. We'll talk some comics. Enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and I will catch you somewhere else down the road, I'm sure. Have a great one.